booked, and the referee produced a second yellow, and the red followed. So Morecambe of League One down to 10 men, still 0-0 against Stoke of the Championship, but there's a long 30 minutes ahead for the League One side.
Thank you very much for that. We'll keep you up to date with everything that goes in. We've been talking about Norwich, about the fact it's not been the best of starts for them, but with the caveat that, as with all the clubs, we're only 2 games into this. As for Watford, though, Stephen, you were there on loan, but they've got this new manager in, Rob Edwards. What have you made of him and the early start under him?
Yeah, it was when he came in first, I think it was a few eyebrows raised, a manager coming in, and it was very, I suppose, it was in the public eye that was going to happen. So it was a manager that they had earmarked to come in and change. And I think for Watford, though, it's just, are they going to stick with a manager for a long period of time? Are they going to give this guy a chance to embed his tactical, what he wants from his team, his shape, his formation, his system? Because they're so quick to pull the trigger, and they have done over the years, that no one seems to be safe. But they really had earmarked this guy for someone to come in and propel them forward. And what they do have is a sprinkling of talent that can win games. You look at the goal last night. It's one of those players that's he's done that before, and he knows what it takes to score from the halfway line. But that is just a sensational goal, and that's what Watford can do. They can, within an instant, terrorise a team, because at any moment one of those players can turn up with something special. And I think that's the beauty of their side, but it's also sometimes a downfall, because teams that are well organised, well driven, and have a good solidarity about them, they find hard to play against. But you kind of feel it's another team that will have a say on the way this league goes, because they, regardless of what happens, they always seem to be there. They seem to be pushing for whether it be playoffs or automatic promotion, and I can't see it being any different this season. I just feel that they're going to, with the players that they've got, will be pushing towards that top end of the table.
The thing about
sorry, Charlie.
The thing about Watford is they 3 front boys could win you the game, but they could also lose you it. They're no great at going back the way, so all of a sudden they're leaving their defence in the midfield isolated. But the wonderful talents, the 3 of them, and obviously I played with Rob at Blackpool, so he's got a calmness about him. He's done his hours. He's been in and around the England setups. He's obviously went to Forest Green as his first managerial job, got them promoted, and he's been given a job that, like Stephen said, the owners of Watford can pull the trigger at any moment, but as long as he keeps winning football matches, then he'll give himself the best chance. And also I think that the players have bought into what he wants to do, and I hope he does well, because obviously as a former teammate, you want to see him do well.
Yeah, maybe Ismail Assad just stands on the halfway line then, doesn't even bother trying to get forward. That'll stop him having to track back. He just scores all his goals from halfway from now on. It was a fantastic goal for him against West Brom last night. We've sort of wrapped up our chat around the top of the Championship. We're moving on to League One now. Delighted to say we're joined by Peterborough Vice-Captain Nathan Thompson. 6 points.